I'm sorry, that was too much. I didn't mean to...
Then we just need to increase our observation.
What?
If the observed values are what's holding it back, then wouldn't that be the most logical solution?
It's not that simple. Observation on a karyotype analysis is unstable, even on a cellular level. If you're really interested in improving your observation, then yes, I think your only way forward would be to look into grimoires.
What? Grimoires are almost as taboo here as Ars Magus. How could I possibly get away with using them?
You don't need to use them, only prove the effectiveness. A grimoire is created from pure Seether. Wouldn't that mean they are the most efficient way to study Seether's effects? And even among grimoires, there's one that's unique. The Azure Grimoire. Have you heard of it?
Roy, please stop. The Azure Grimoire is just a library fantasy. We shouldn't rely on a power we know nothing about. We should focus on proving the theories we already have.
You're stubborn, just like her.
Her?
If I want your opinion, I'll ask for it, Roy. Notice how I didn't? Now piss off.
Pretty good impression, Roy. Who was that supposed to be again?
Professor Kokinoe.
Good morning. How long have you been there?
Oh, 5 minutes maybe. Long enough. Want to do that impression again, Roy? I liked it.
Right.
Look at this, Lychee. It's the face of a scientist so desperate to find an answer, he just fried his own brain. That's why we always need to be ready to defend our theories.
Understood.
Damn. There's nothing wrong with getting passionate about your ideas, but for God's sake, pay attention to your surroundings. You never know who might be listening. Besides, talking about grimoires, what the hell were you thinking? Obviously you weren't. Don't let people hear you.
Oh, okay.
I'm really, really sorry.
Good. Glad we had this talk. Now go get me a cup of coffee, Roy.
Why is it always me?
Don't get smart. Think of it as a compliment. I like your brew. Now hop to it. Remember, sugar! 30 cubes. I've been using my head a lot lately.
Fine, fine. Starting to feel like you just hired me to make coffee.
Little bastard. I give him a compliment and all he does is whine. Now then.
Those papers, do they have something to do with the causality weapon?
Yeah, looks like they're dumping more funding into digging it out. Sure doesn't seem sane to me. This kind of shit is really, really supposed to stay buried. Hard to believe anyone's so thick they can't see that, but... Anyway, it's a huge headache. Like I don't have enough crap on my plate already.
Do you think the committee plans to use the causality weapon for war?
No. It was built to fight the Black Beast. If you want to fight humans, you're better off just using nukes. The fact that the top brass hasn't really done anything yet tells me that at least they understand that.
Then why are they doing this?
They wanted Nirvana pretty bad, and pushed the operation through. It succeeded, but... the only thing we got out of that was...
Professor, do you have any ideas?
No. It couldn't be. Never mind. You were talking to Roy earlier, right?
Huh? Oh, yes. Why?
Don't try and tap into power you can't control. It never ends well.
I understand.
If he had a tenth of your reason, I wouldn't be this worried. Look, this might sound weird, but have you noticed anything off about Roy lately?
Different? No, I can't say that I have.
Okay. Never mind then. Forget we had this conversation.
Tager here. I've reached the target.
Huh. That was fast. What are the readings looking like?
Good. I'm not seeing any life forms in the area. Is that your doing?
Yeah. I asked everybody there to leave for a little while. Don't worry, I did it nicely.
Right. I found the server.
Can you get in?
This may take a while. The password has been rotated 3 times in the last 10 seconds. I'm having a difficult time keeping up.
Thought so. Give me 5 minutes, then patch me in. I'll do this myself.
5 minutes. Understood.
Why does it sound like this may not be entirely legal?
Just doing those idiots a favor and clearing out their ledger. Bringing their books back to black.
You're... what?
Here's your coffee, 30 sugars, just like you asked.
Thanks. Oh, make sure you finish maintenance on that probe today. I'm putting you in charge.
The probe? Wait, are you serious?
We're finally starting.
Yep. I've been sitting on this long enough. Starting tomorrow, we're going to be looking inside the boundary.
Understood. I'll begin preparations immediately.
Excuse me, Professor.
Who knows how long it'll be before we see any results, though. Still, no time to just sit on our hands. I know he killed the sister, or had something to do with it. We need the Susanoo unit, before Yuki Terumi comes back.
Kokonoi, come in. This is Tager. Preparations are complete.
Oh, right. How's this?
Done already. Impressive. Yes, we have access.
Stand by. I'm going through all the relevant data.
Roger. Kokonoi, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why are we deleting data from an operation that happened 2 years ago?
Because it's connected to the causality weapon.
Even though it was covered up, you want to make sure all the data is destroyed.
Yes. Causality weapons are dangerous. I want to erase them from history before some idiot decides it might be fun to have one.
Sounds like you might have some theories about which idiot and what they might have planned.
Oh, I've got theories coming out my ass. But right now, the idiots I'm concerned with are the ones who are getting a little too interested in this old operation. I don't know who they are or what they want, but I'm sure it's not good. We have to cover all our bases here. That's it.
Very well.
I warned them something like this might happen, but did they delete their data? Of course not. All right, all gone. Double check and make sure I didn't miss anything, just to be safe.
Understood. Kokonoi, before you go, I wanted to ask you one more thing.
Someone's full of curiosity today.
It's barely detectable, but you seem upset. Did something happen?
It's nothing. If that was your question, I'm hanging up. Remember, erase everything. Upset? More like pissed. Ironic. I just gave this advice. This situation isn't exactly sunshine and farts. This boundary research might pan out, but there's no guarantee I'll be able to find Hakumen. Roy's making me worried, though. He might be an idiot, but he's my idiot. Nothing wrong with being dedicated to your research, but since Ikaraga, he's been pushing himself way too hard. No way his head's still screwed on straight. I've seen plenty of scientists drive themselves mad that way. I guess it's my responsibility to make sure it doesn't happen to him. I'm thinking too much. Maybe a little coffee. Damn it, it's cold. Time to call Roy.
Professor? It's Roy. Roy Carmine.
Come in.
Well, here I am. You called? Professor?
I read your report, and your research. You want to tell me what the hell this is? You have got some serious explaining to do.
As you can see, that's my research on Seether.
And who the hell approved it? I can't have you using my lab to study whatever ridiculous bullshit catches your fancy. Do you even have any idea what you're doing here? Controlling and suppressing Seether. You know what the implications of this are?
Creating a black beast?
Are you completely insane?
Of course not. I do believe, however, that my research on this subject is the key to saving humanity. Needless to say, anything worth doing has its share of risks. Lychee's liquid theory is right. I know this has to be where she wants to go too. All the more reason for us to learn how to control Seether.
Forget it! That's impossible.
You know, I've been wondering, and I guess this is as good a time as any to ask, so... Are you afraid of this research? Why do you keep refusing to even consider it?
What?
My instincts tell me it has to do with the Azure. Am I right? Why are you so afraid of taking a risk?
Ridiculous. When you jaywalk, that's a risk. What you're talking about is throwing yourself off a bridge onto the freeway. You want to save the world? Great. Think of another way.
Why are you refusing to see the truth? A world without Seether is what humankind wants. It's what they need. If there's something that can make that happen, it's our duty to examine it.
Do I stutter? It's impossible!
No, it is possible, and I'm going to prove it. Seether is nothing more than programs in particle form.
And you can nullify them, I take it?
I believe so, yes.
Pathetic.
You have to know what I'm talking about. Surely the data we gathered from the Ikaraga experiment led you to the same conclusion.
Don't you ever talk about that.
Why not?
I said stop!
I'm sorry, it's just that during the Ikaraga... Oh!
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Yes, I just felt... dizzy for a moment.
You need some rest. I bet you haven't gotten a decent night's sleep since you came back from Ikaraga.
I don't have time for that.
Are you there, Professor?
Hold that thought. Yeah, I'm here. Come in.
The results are... Oh, hello, Roy. Was I interrupting?
No, I just had a few questions regarding my research. If you'll excuse me.
That idiot.
Is something wrong?
Just an error or two in his report. No big deal.
Oh, okay. Would you like some coffee?
Huh? Oh, yes. Thank you.
Of course.
He's still wavering, I think, but whatever side he comes down on is gonna be the one he commits to completely. I just hope he doesn't go the wrong way. Point altered. Fixing relative coordinate at x18. Roger. Coordinates set to X18. Locking in 3, 2, 1. Target locked. Probe is all green. Seether transition is stable. Roy.
No. So far, I'm not getting anything.
No changes in Seether concentration either.
I don't care how trivial they look. Don't miss any fluctuations. If my hunch is right, the target is close. Real close.
I know. We've been at this almost a year, and you've been telling us that if we don't produce results soon, we're all going to get shut down. I can't say I agree with the way this is being handled. If they hadn't lost the prime field device, we could have wrapped this up a long time ago.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. I thought I made myself pretty clear about that.
My apologies.
Damn it. I know just how the poor guy feels. If I had a boundary interface prime field device, this search would have taken half this time, if that. But the 12th unit from Relius's lab has been missing since Ibukito. And even with the parts I salvaged from the 11th, it'll take me years to rebuild her. Tager might come close with the artificial causality weapon, but I can't risk him right now. This is no time for crying over spilt milk. What's wrong?
Anomaly detected in Seether concentration.
Professor, these readings...
Yeah, there's no mistake. I finally found you. Hello, Susanoo unit. Or should I call you Hakumen of the 6 Heroes?
We've finally done it! Congratulations, Professor!
Don't get ahead of yourself. We still have to pull the damn thing out, and that's gonna take a while.
Nevertheless, this is one of the greatest scientific discoveries of this century. You found one of the 6 heroes alive!
Yeah, just don't get ahead of yourself. This is all part of the plan.
How did you know this is where the Susanoo unit would be?
A tip from an old friend.
It doesn't matter where the information came from. What matters is that we're one step closer to unraveling the mysteries of the boundary. That's all that counts.
I don't give half a shit what you think we're doing here, but let me make this crystal clear. I am not here to solve the mystery of the boundary. I want Hakumen. That's it.
He's still an important clue. Professor, with my data and our analysis of Hakumen, we could completely change the way we view the boundary.
Your data? What the hell are you talking about?
I was going to tell you eventually, but I suppose I might as well do it now. Let me get my report.
What the hell is this?
What do you mean?
The Azure Grimoire? Who in their right mind would sign off on this shit? I distinctly recall telling you to back the hell off of this. What part of that was unclear?
I'm sorry, I just...
You just did exactly what I told you not to do. I don't want to hear excuses. You're gonna destroy all of this research, now! I told you not to get close to the Azure.
All I'm trying to do is understand the boundary and change the world.
Change the world? What, now you're trying to make yourself a god?
No, I only...
Look, last time you said you wanted to save the world. I respect that. It's noble. But saving and changing are two very, very different things. And I'm starting to wonder if you understand that. I do not want to have this conversation again. Destroy this research, and after that, go back to your quarters.
Why?
Because this shit is the last thing I need right now.
But I need the Azure! Why can't you understand? This is the first real clue we've gotten. The Azure...
I swear to God, if I hear Azure one more time, that thing is useless.
But if we can solve the mystery of the boundary, then we can change the world. The Azure Grimoire has the answers. I know it.
Why are you so fixated on the Azure Grimoire?
It's one of the original grimoires. You know that, don't you? It has a near infinite amount of power. If I had the Azure, I'd have the power of the boundary at my fingertips.
Infinite? That thing sucks the life out of whoever carries it. You know that, don't you? The moment you get close to it is the moment you're done for. To me, it's just a worthless, incomplete piece of crap.
Then why don't we at least test it? On animals, perhaps, or even humans. I'll be the first test subject. Kokinoe, we are years behind the library right now. If we don't do something, we're going to...
Do I need to remind you who's the chief of this department? In case I do, it's me. I'm not your colleague, and right now, I'm not your friend either.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. All I'm trying to do is the extension of what you did at Ikaruga. Yes, some lives were lost, but it was for the greater good of humankind, for our evolution.
Our evolution? Are you seriously trying to tell me what happened at Ikaruga was good?
Whatever it was, it happened, and the data we collected is true and accurate. Could it have been prevented? Perhaps, but what's done is done.
Roy, this conversation is over. Go back to your quarters.
Why? Please, tell me what's holding you back.
Was I not clear enough the first time?
I'm sorry.
Let me just say one last thing. I'm not fighting this battle to win it. That goddamn idiot. It's me. Once you've confirmed Roy has returned to his quarters, cut the power on number 28. Yes, I know the implications. Yes, lock him in his room. Got it?
Professor, what's going on? Where's Roy?
He's become a liability. I don't need radicals polluting my lab with unauthorized research.
But he's worked for you for so long. You're being too harsh.
I know you care about him, but you can't let your emotions cloud your judgment. Look at what's right in front of you.
This has nothing to do with my feelings for him. If you look at what's in front of you for a moment, you'll see this is much too severe.
Until he gets his head on straight, I can't let him out of that room. I'm in charge, and I've made my decision.
Professor!
No, this conversation is over. Get back to your post.
Having a staring contest with a monitor, How's Roy doing?
Same as he was doing yesterday. Just sitting in the corner of his room. Hasn't even touched his food.
Why is he doing that?
Who knows? Maybe he's reflecting on his many mistakes.
I always saw scientists as a breed of person willing to make many mistakes in the pursuit of one right answer. Surely he will recover from this.
He's a scientist, but he's also only human. And humans have a nasty habit of making the same mistakes over and over again. I've seen a whole lot of people fall into that trap.
Do you think he's one of them?
Professor Kokinoe,
What?
I admit my mistakes. I will destroy all of my research.
Good. I expect you to have that done shortly.
I guess he's avoided the trap.
I hope so.
Just as promised, here it is. This is everything.
Unbelievable. How are you doing all of this right under my nose?
All I can say is that I'm sorry. I confess there's a part of me that's sad to see it disappear, but I understand that this is your decision.
I know I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but why the sudden change in attitude?
You've made up your mind. I just couldn't see any point to arguing with you over it.
That was uncharacteristically docile. I don't have a reason to doubt him, I guess, but... I just want to be sure. This is everything, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. We're gonna be busy as hell with Hawkeman's excavation, so I'm going to need your help. Are you on board?
Of course. Thank you, Professor Kokonoe.
Roy!
Lychee.
I'm glad to see you're okay. I tried to get her to let you out, but... I'm sorry. I should have done more.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. In fact, this is kind of funny. I was just about to come visit you.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to ask for your help. I need an assistant on my next project. If it goes well, we might be able to provide definitive proof for your liquid seether theory.
What?
You done loading that equipment yet? Don't forget to check the second section, and don't mess up the priorities. We have to finish prep today. As soon as we're done with the adjustments, we're gonna start the excavation.
The meters are calibrated, Professor.
Good. Probably gonna be a little longer. Damn, we're understaffed. Bastard sent me nothing but wet behind the ears kids this year.
Perhaps to you, but everyone here is a seasoned veteran scientist.
All the more reason you should have been done already. Huh. Never thought we'd be wasting time on this phase.
Still, we're finally here. We're about to excavate the Susanoo unit.
Once we do, things are gonna get even busier. Speaking of which, where's Roy? I haven't seen him today.
Huh? Oh, I haven't seen him either.
Late on his first day back on the job. Not giving me a lot of confidence here. What the hell is he doing? I hope he's not still hung up on that research of his. I better go take a look, just in case. Huh. Never been on this end before. Usually I just make him come to me. Roy, it's me. Open up. Hey, answer me. What the hell's going on in there? It's me. Open Roy Carmine's door. Yes, now! Just do it! If you died on me, you stubborn bastard. God damn it. If you're alive, say something. Hey, you listening to...
Oh, Professor. Excellent timing. I wanted to show you something.
Huh?
Take a look at this report, if you could. If my theory's correct, then this could be the discovery of the century.
This... Damn it, Roy. Are you...
What do you think? With the Susanoo unit and the Azure Grimoire, I think we'd be well on our way to understanding the boundary.
What the hell is this about?
What? Why, the Azure, of course. As soon as I get my hands on it, everything will change. Ah, yes, I have some notes on that. Notes? Where are my notes? What the hell? I'm missing some of my papers. I need to write it down again. Paper. Give me some paper.
Roy? Are you...
Please, just one moment. I forgot my notes on the Azure Grimoire. I'll get them in just a second. Oh, no. I forgot. You need your coffee.
No, I'm fine. I'll be right back. Sorry to bother you.
Really? Ah, well, I would have liked to hear your thoughts on seether. Once I tell Kokonoe we can control Seether, oh, she'll be ecstatic, I know it.
I want answers. What the hell did Roy do?
What?
I saw the footage. You were talking to him last night. Tell me everything you know, now!
Of course. Roy, what are you talking about? How would we prove the liquid theory of Seether? You told me my theory wasn't supportable. Yes, I was sad at first, but I realized that you were right. I needed better data to support my conclusion, but I'm still looking for that.
The problem is with how you were capturing it. We've been looking at it all wrong. We don't need to increase our observation. I'm going to fire up the accelerator in the Cauldron's support plug. We're going to use C20 and C21. We've never done that before.
C20? I've never even heard of that.
It was research Kokonoe and I did together. Before your time, of course. When this plug connects to the Cauldron, we should be able to smelt a high-temperature superconductor with the Seether, creating a hybrid substance.
A hybrid substance? Wait, are you suggesting...
Yes, the same technique used to smelt the interfaces. If we analyze the data we collect during the smelting process, I'm sure we'll find the data we need to support your theory.
How could that... Wait, if that's true, then... Yes, it might be possible, but why now?
When I was locked in my quarters, I spent a lot of time thinking about ways to accelerate the excavation process. For the last few years, Kokonoe has refused to even consider this research, probably because Relius was involved with it. Once we've analyzed the results of this test, the data will help us smelt a new interface, which would be invaluable for exploring the boundary. This would advance your work and Professor Kokonoe's. I want to help you get the results you need. Please, Lychee, help me with this.
Roy,
C20 and C21? That's impossible. We retired those machines ages ago. Wait, did Roy go into one of the plugs?
Yes. He said he had to in order to control the accelerator.
Damn it! That idiot!
What's wrong with the plugs?
They're not made for fusing Seether with conductors. They're made for smelting the cores of Nox Nictoris.
What?
He wasn't wrong, though. You might actually be able to prove your theory. While he was in there, he must have fused himself with Seether momentarily, so he could tap into the Boundary's power.
The Boundary? We have to stop him!
Wait! It's too late. His mind's already gone.
No!
Until we understand how this all works, we won't be able to save him.
What have I done?
Listen to me, Lychee. You can't blame yourself for this. He made this choice, not you.
But...
Stop it. I'm going to find a way to get that idiot back. You just promise me you'll keep talking to him like you have been, okay?
Okay.
Ah, damn it. Still no luck? I'm getting nothing. What am I missing? There has to be a clue in here somewhere. What?
It's Lot Carmine. I brought my report.
Come in.
Look at this. I've done it. We've finally got a way to outmaneuver the library.
This is complete nonsense. He just keeps talking about the Azure. The latter half isn't even sentences, it's just words.
Yes! You see? The Azure can be influenced by our very chromosomes. Ah, we're one step closer to unraveling the boundary's mysteries.
Yeah. Good work.
Thank you. I appreciate your support. You are, after all, a genius. Now, if you'll excuse me. Ah, speaking of which, I can't seem to leave this floor. Is that also an effect of the boundary?
It's just a malfunction. Don't worry about it.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Anything with shape must eventually collapse. No helping it. Naturally. You are a genius, if you'll excuse me.
Genius my ass. I can't even fix one of my students. So that would... Hey, are you even listening to me?
Yes, yes, I'm listening. Exactly. The answers I was looking for have been staring me in the face. If I return the liquid form to the alpha, then the erosion of the eyes will accelerate. Ah, shut up, shut up! It's so noisy out here. How am I supposed to get any work done with all this noise? Yes, sorry, our conversation. The causality weapons. There are a few very special grimoires.
The Nox Nictoris?
Ah, so strong. If one had a strong terminal like that, negating the requirements would be easy. Even the Nox Nictores and this very existence has little influence on others. I must have them. The Azure, the causality weapons, everything. Ah.
So, what happens when you combine the Azure with a causality weapon?
The Azure! Whenever I get close, the noise gets louder. That's why I shut me out.
How are you going to handle the erosion from inside the boundary?
Shut up! I'm... if you'll excuse me, Professor.
Sure. Get some rest. Lock it.
How is he doing?
The corrosion is moving a lot faster than I expected. What the hell did he touch in there? If I can't figure that out, I can't reverse the process.
Professor, what can I...
Don't worry. This wasn't your fault.
But
I'm keeping the degradation at bay for now. I don't really think you should see him, though. It would be... painful. Anyway, forget about that. We need to focus on Hakumen's excavation. I plan on making several forays into the boundary.
Professor Kokonoe, please report to Sector F-12 immediately. I repeat, please report to Sector F-12 immediately.
F-12? Damn it. Tager, get over here!
Roger.
These are my quarters. What are you doing here?
Please, cheer up.
The bugs are so noisy. They keep flying around in my head. My whole body hurts. My brain.
Don't worry. It's going to be okay. The professor will figure something out.
She doesn't understand anything. Anyone. Me, you.
You still have me.
Who are you?
Roy, it's me, Lychee.
This voice, I don't know it. Who are you?
You really don't remember?
Shut up! I'm trying to do science here. Could you just be quiet?
Just stay here, Roy. I'm going to go get the professor.
The voice. Ooh, damn insects! I'm trying to hear the voice. Who are you? I can hear it. No, it's not. Something ringing outside. I can feel it. It's calling me. This sensation. I remember it. Yes, I can prove it. I found the truth. Kokonoe doesn't know. The solution is in the beginning. Stop it! Don't interrupt me! That's no problem. Only life that returns to the center is affected. It's ringing from below? There you are! Oh, I've been looking for you!
Who the hell are you? Oh, you're drawn to the Azure?
Azure? Yes, of course! The Azure! This is the Azure! I must have this. The Azure, the Grimoire, the causality weapons!
Well, this is interesting. Yes, that's right, this is the Azure. Do you want it? Come over here. If you come here, I'll show you a high that will blow your mind. Although it sounds like it's probably already been sufficiently blown. You don't understand a word I'm saying, do you?
Azure! The Azure! No one knows. No one understands. I can win! I was right!
Yes, this way. Just a little closer, and you'll be able to smelt the Azure Grimoire right into yourself. Yes, dive in! Hurry!
Azure Grimoire! Azure, 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 Azure! Ah! I finally found it! Wonderful!
Roy! Roy!
Hurry up! Get him out of there! I don't care! Overload it if you have to! This is Professor Carmine?
How could this happen? Roy, I'm sorry.
Stay back. Tager, do you read me? Bring a cage. Yes, right now! We can't let this thing get out! Lychee, get back! Do you want to get eaten? Bring him over here. We're securing Roy.
Roy! Roy!
What is it?
Do you have a minute?
Sure. Come in.
Sorry.
You look awful. Have you slept? Like, at all?
Don't worry about me. There's something I need to talk to you about.
How many times is this? I'm sure I don't need to repeat myself at this point, but if you're going to ask to use the cauldron, the answer is still no.
Why not? We've shown that the experiments can be safe and effective. Did you even read my report?
Okay, I've heard enough. We done here?
Please just tell me why.
You little...
If you just gave me a fraction of the resources you put into excavating the Susanoo unit, it would increase Roy's chances considerably. Do you not want to save him? Please, just give me 1 month. Let me use the cauldron.
Lychee, you're one of my best people. Do you have any idea why I took you off the excavation team and put you near Roy?
I suppose so, yes.
Then destroy that report. Now. It's in everyone's best interest.
But I feel responsible. I need to save him. Don't you feel the same? Or have you abandoned that responsibility?
I guess you're going to make me spell it out for you.
Spell what out?
You can't save him. And I'm starting to worry that I can't either. I can't save you or Roy.
Professor!
I'm done talking. Don't let this interfere with your work any more than it already has.
I'm sorry.
Is it just my imagination, or have I been sighing a lot more recently?
It's not your imagination. This has been going on for days now.
You done recharging yet? How do you feel?
Good, but a little heavy.
Well, I've put an artificial causality weapon in you, along with the prototype engine I was planning to put in the number 11 interface. For now, you'll just have to suck it up.
Understood. Did I just hear Lychee over there?
Yeah, but forget you did. Just my dumb students again.
You mean Roy? I have no idea what's happened to him, but from what I gather, it must be Lychee's worst nightmare. Then again, it's probably yours as well.
Keep those opinions to yourself. We don't have time for sentimentality. You and I both have way too much work to do.
Did something happen?
Yes, we've got something on the man we're chasing.
Azrael?
A unit we sent after him was annihilated before they made it to Ikaraga. We've been trying to locate him ever since. But after the Ikaraga Federation fell to the library, the trickle of information we were getting shut off completely. Yesterday, we learned why.
What do you mean?
The war's about to end, Tager.
The Ikaraga Civil War? It's been 6 years. Why would it end now?
I got a message from someone yesterday. They'd like my help keeping someone safe.
Your help, specifically? So this must be what the NOL was after.
Exactly. Our friend is willing to make a secret deal with us to help our asset escape. That means the war is nearly over.
Interesting. What do you want me to do?
You're a sharp one.
I doubt you'd tell me all this just to leave me behind. Do you want me to protect the asset?
No. I need you on the front lines.
Ikaruga.
Yes, you're going to be launching an attack on a particular target from the NOL. With help from the Ikaruga Federation, of course.
And just who will I be attacking?
The head of the Mutsuki family. The highest-ranking commander of the Praetorian Guard.
What? You mean...
Yep. Our target is the Black Knight, Kagura Mutsuki.
Professor Kokonoe has already given up on Roy. I'm his only hope now. I have to do something. Inject the inhibitor into Lot Carmine. Increase scope of target organs by a factor of 1.25. Readings appear to indicate a decrease in neurotransmission. Condition is stable. Releasing restraints 2 through 6. Beginning removal of Seether solution. Just hang on, Roy. I promise I'll save you. What? That's impossible! The numbers are still flat! Why? No, you have to hold still! Stop!
That should be everything. I'll give you more details later when...
What? Is this an attack?
I really don't need this right now. Lychee released his restraints? Understood. Seal the airlock. Do not let him escape. Well, this is wonderful. Tager, we've got an insect on the loose. Go capture it.
What about Lychee?
If you find her, grab her too. If she gets in your way, knock her out. Just don't hurt her.
Understood.
You idiot. You let your emotions get the best of you. Not like I've got a leg to stand on, though. I was the one who got them working with each other. These kids are a real pain. Guess I should head out there, too. Tager might not be able to handle this one on his own. Or maybe not. And here I thought you'd head straight for the cauldron. Are you actually after something? Or did your hatred for me somehow survive whatever happened to you? Huh. You took the ducks all the way here. Guess that's one of the advantages of not being human anymore. Is this the body you wanted? How's it feel? You're still looking for it? I thought your mind was completely gone, but I guess some part of you is still there. Huh. So you're after my memories? Did you eat a few on your way here? Or is this just because you still think you're my assistant? I guess that doesn't matter, though. I can't let you have my memories. You're going back in your cage. How about this? Did I get him? Where'd you just... You dodged my attack by hiding in the ground. I think you're actually smarter than you were as a human. still got that stubborn single-mindedness, though. You really think I don't have a backup plan or two? Ever heard of Kushinada's linchpin? It uses human souls to nullify Seether, and this baby was based on it. The effect only lasts for a split second, of course, and I have to come into direct contact with you. Little ironic, though, wouldn't you say? I'm using the Seether nullification you invented to catch you. Wait. Oh, now you want my help? You should have tried that first. Now you're just going back in the cage.
No.
What? Wait! Damn it. Hey, it's me. He's in the ducts. Close all exits and deploy every unit we have stationed here. Call in mercs if you have to. We need to catch this bastard. Don't wait for approval. This is a direct order. Do it! How could he... Damn it. Is somebody else helping him? I don't like this.
Kokonoi, sorry, but I've lost the signal.
Understood. I've placed units at all entrances and exits. Rendezvous with them and coordinate the capture effort.
Understood. Just to be sure, our mission is still to capture him, correct?
Yes.
Understood.
So much for taking the high road with Lychee.
Is this where you've been? We were looking for you.
Where's Roy?
He has escaped from the facility. We're searching for him right now.
Of course. Maybe this was the answer.
What?
There would have been no way for me to restore Roy from inside Sector 7. I've been thinking a lot about my sins. Turning him into that monster and...
Sins? Lychee, it was an accident. Kokonoi says so herself. It isn't your fault.
But I helped him, and I released his restraints.
Were you going to take him to the cauldron?
All I wanted to do was get Roy back. That's it. I'm thinking about leaving Sector 7 and going after Roy.
So you can make him human again. Can that even be done?
I don't know, but I do know that I have to do something, even if that means killing him. Do you see why I need to leave?
Yes.
Oh, I have to admit I thought you would try and stop me.
What would that accomplish?
What?
I doubt you would listen if I tried to talk you down. Perhaps you don't see it, but you and Kokonoi are more alike than you think.
Really? How funny.
Why is that funny?
Roy told me the same thing once. I'm sorry, was that?
No, I just can't remember the last time I saw you smile.
Well, now that I've told you what I've been thinking, I feel much lighter.
Then perhaps this is the answer. Do you want me to tell Kokonoi?
No, I'll tell her myself. Thank you, Tager, for everything.
Of course. Good luck.
from you.
We managed to figure out who's connected to Azrael.
Seriously? How?
I went through all the records from that period with a fine-tooth comb. Thousands of records.
Like walking door to door across a whole city. I'm sorry, Kokonoi.
Fortunately, I've got people under me who follow my orders without question.
I'm sorry, Tager. Are you sure about this one?
Yes. They're inside Sector 7, and we have proof they're connected to Azrael. Just don't forget, Azrael is... well, Azrael. He's never going to be house-trained, if you know what I mean.
They don't call him Mad Dog because it's fun. Frankly, I'm amazed you kept him on a leash this long.
Not really a leash. More of an alignment of interests. I doubt he ever gives half a shit about his mission. He's a monster. That's it. Whenever he shows up to a fight, it turns into a bloodbath. Friends, enemies, bystanders, it doesn't matter to him. Of course, sometimes that's exactly what the committee wants.
Ah, so you're saying if you know where they'll send him, we can use that to our advantage.
Yep. That's why I called you. Figured you were ready to wipe the red out of your ledger.
Yeah, I suppose that was part of the deal.
Speaking of deals, you still owe me for Tager's repairs after the last time.
Oh, you haven't gotten that yet? How do you plan on beating Azrael?
The Azure Grimoire.
You've actually found it?
No, but we're going to pretend that we did find it, in the depths of Ibukido.
Do you think he'll fall for that?
Oh, I'm sure he will. The committee has expressed a lot of interest in the Azure Grimoire, too.
Alright then, but couldn't this seem a little too convenient? To them, I mean?
That's why it needs to look real. We'll need to deploy 200 soldiers.
Are you serious? Do you think that many soldiers could even fit any cargo? No. It hasn't even been 6 months since the war ended. And believe me, Sector 7 troops are not going to be welcome there.
Why the hell do you think I'm talking to you? This is the part you're supposed to figure out.
You're kidding me. It's impossible.
That's so. Well, let's just see how impossible it is compared to what you asked me for.
Damn. Well, when you put it that way, fine. I'll give this to my spectacular assistant, who I have no doubt can give yours a run for his money. What?
I'm gonna need you to commit about 200 men, too. We need to buy some time in Ibukido.
Whoa. Are you seriously suggesting a joint operation between Sector 7 and the NOL?
Nothing that idiotic. We're both just going to happen to be in the same place when a common enemy shows up.
Fine, I'll figure something out. I'll throw in 10 or so guys who can make restraining fields. That enough?
Plenty. While we're setting up, I'll need them to back up Tager.
I thought you didn't like Ars Magnus.
I don't. But in for a penny, in for a pound, right? If it'll get me what I want, I'll use all the Ars Magus I have to.
Are you sure you can capture him, though? We're talking about the Azrael. Honestly, even 10 people casting restraints isn't gonna do much.
You don't need to worry about that. We aren't going to be restraining him.
Wait, what? What the hell does that mean?
Keep your pants on. You'll see. For now, just don't forget to spread that rumor about the Azure Grimoire being in Ibukido.
Yeah. Just not looking forward to facing the music when the truth comes out.
If we send in some units to retrieve the Azure Grimoire, I'm sure our target on the committee will make a move. They want power, after all. Why not go after the Grimoire everyone says is the most powerful? Besides, they can't risk someone else getting it. They'll play their trump card, Azrael.
When is this happening?
I'll let you know when I have a solid time. This is just a skirmish, but make sure you hold up your end.
Yeah, you too.
What do you mean by skirmish?
That's for me to worry about, not you. Looks like things are finally starting to change for the better, though. These last few years have been busy as hell. Though I guess it has kept me on my toes. Of course, we've still got a lot on our plates. Need to fix the number 11 device, get Hakumen out of the boundary.
I know. Our first task is capturing Azrael, though, correct?
Correct. So I'm sending you to Ikaraga. I really need you to come through on this, Tager. We can't let anyone get the jump on us.
Understood. TR-0009 Tager, commencing mission. This is the 7th hierarchical city, Kazumotsu. I'd heard it was among the first cities to recover from the war. But it's hard to believe this was a battlefield only recently. Tager here. I've arrived in Kazumotsu.
Good work. Keep both eyes open.
Understood. No problem so far. I don't think they've managed to discover the camouflage ship.
Don't screw this up. If you get caught, you're gonna make things tough for the soldiers following you in.
I'm aware of the stakes, but I have not been able to locate the soldier Kagura said he would dispatch.
I'm right here. I've been here for a while, actually.
Impossible. How did I fail to notice this child?
You must be Tager. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Hibiki Kohaku, Colonel Kagura's secretary.
I've heard as much from Kokonoe, though she didn't mention your skill. Few can erase their presence so thoroughly.
That's very kind of you to say, sir. It's been a while, Professor Kokonoe.
Yeah, since the Civil War. Thanks for helping us out.
I could say the same to you. We've prepared everything you asked for. We've also arranged to have troops here at dawn tomorrow. If there's anything else, please let us know.
Sure, will do. Thanks.
Did I say something strange?
No, I'm only surprised by your competence. Given the nature of your commander, I was expecting something different. My apologies.
The Colonel's talents mean that someone else must do much of the legwork for him.
Ah, of course. I understand completely.
Tager?
Wait, I didn't mean anything by it.
Forget it. We don't have time for chit-chat. Just get our equipment up and running.
Understood.
Well, if you follow me, I can show you a quicker route to Ibukido.
Thank you. It hasn't changed much.
Indeed, the city is much as it was 3 years ago.
I know the truth, of course, but it boggles the mind to think that all of this was done by a single weapon.
Yes. Do you see that rock over there?
Has it melted? Was this part of the destruction?
Yes. All of the buildings and rubble for several miles are melted like this. We're fairly distant from the epicenter. I'm sure you can imagine how it might look.
Enough power to destroy an entire hierarchical city. I can see why someone would chase after power like this, as foolish as that might be. Kazumotsu's recovery was impressive, but it looks as though Ibukido has been left almost untouched.
Yes, well, the top brass has different visions for Ibukido and Watatsumi.
I suppose both Ibukido and Watatsumi were rebel strongholds during the war. I doubt the NOL would look kindly on that.
Since we are technically enemies, this might sound strange, but I cannot see the wisdom in their decision.
Don't worry. Every organization has a few who question its motives. That's why I'm here. And given the nature of this mission...
Right. Well, I'll be returning to Yabiko to prepare myself for tomorrow. Godspeed, sir.
Can I ask you something, Kokonoi?
What?
You have no apparent qualms about nuclear weapons, but you leave causality weapons alone. Why?
Until you fire a nuke, it's just a pile of radioactive metal. That thing that went off in Ibukido? No human knows how to control that thing. Who knows what it might do?
I see. I'm glad you're my commander.
Well, if you're done being sweet, I need you to get back to work. I'm gonna have to burn your engine dry on this one.
I'm feeling somewhat less glad. Dagger here. The device has been planted, and the soldiers are in position.
Good. I just heard from Kagura. Sounds like they're in position too.
Then we're just waiting for Azrael. Is there any chance he won't show up?
Don't worry your pretty little head. I've already heard some twitching from the committee. He'll be there. I guarantee it. Just do what we planned and everything should be good. We'll capture him as soon as the restraints go up. Got it?
Yes. What about the timing?
I'll synchronize from my end. Just wait for my signal before you activate it.
Understood.
One more thing. This operation with Kagura... Huh?
What's wrong?
Just got a ping. Yeah, no mistake. It's Azrael. Kagura!
Already heard you. 2 small teams to the south are already engaged. We're keeping our distance as well as we can and maintaining a northward course.
Don't overextend yourself. We don't want to waste any lives we can save. Just bait him to the rendezvous.
Sure thing. You take care now.
This is it, Tager. Don't screw it up.
Understood. Commencing mission.
Seriously? They sent me out here to play paintball with these losers? So you discovered this all-powerful Azure Grimoire, and all you're gonna send to protect it are kids with pea shooters. I'm gonna turn you into a pulp. Oh, you're flanking me. Sector 7 and the library working together. Well, isn't that a coincidence? Doesn't matter. Ally with whoever you want. You'll just give me more to play with.
What? How did he stop a bullet with his bare hands?
This is yours. Your buddy eats it, and you're all just gonna stand there? No charging in to fight? Alright, good. I accept your challenge. Let's see what that iron will's gonna get you.
What's going on, Kokonoi? Are you ready yet?
Not yet. Just hold your ground. Die if you have to. If he gets past you, this whole thing is screwed. We'll see him soon. That's when we strike. Don't miss your chance!
Ah! Damn it! Hold formation and pull back!
Well, that was a waste of time. I'd get as much of a workout swatting flies. I really hope they'd have some heavy hitters out here for that grimoire, but this This is a real letdown. Might as well pick it up and get out of here. Huh?
I've got you, Azrael.
Now, Taker, do it!
What the hell?
We got it.
You're fighting my gravitational manipulator and Ars Magus restraint spells. That's 17 layers of protection. That ought to be enough to hold even you.
Is that you, Kokonoe?
Ding, ding, ding. How's it feel to be on the other end of an ass-kicking? Not sufficiently humbling, if your expression is any indication.
You seriously underestimated me if you think this is gonna be enough.
Oh no, I think I've estimated you very well. That's why I bought a little insurance policy. What?
This is our chance! He's captured! Fire! Fire!
God damn it, you idiots! Hold your fire!
Damn. I can't see Azrael through all this smoke.
Kagura! Why are your men firing? Tell them to pull back!
I can't. They're too angry. This is bad.
I'm not kidding here! Make them stop! What the hell was that? Tager, report!
We may have a problem, Kokonoe.
Shit!
He's not even scratched!
My hat would be off to you if I had one, Kokonoe. Impressive insurance policy.
You've escaped? Impossible!
Since you were nice enough to tip your hand, how about I show you what I'm holding?
What the hell?
He seems to be making the ground shake.
He's a monster! Run!
What? No! Hold your ground! Damn it, Kokonoe, this is bad!
He can break their morale with a look? Impressive.
Can you use the gravity manipulator again?
Maybe, but I don't think he'll fall for it twice. And without Ars Magus support, it'll only be half as effective. That only leaves us with one option.
Which is?
I need you to keep him there. I just need a few seconds.
I will do my best.
You done chatting?
Azrael.
You're Sector 7's Red Devil, right? I haven't forgotten that time you stood me up. Hurt my feelings. I was really looking forward to that fight. Don't sweat it, though. I'm sure you're gonna make it up to me today. With interest.
I'm sorry, but I'm not here for your entertainment.
Maybe not, but judging from the little party you threw, you were expecting me. I figure the only reason for that is that the Azure Grimoire isn't actually here. If you wanted to see me, you could have just sent an invitation.
What?
Do you think I give a damn whether that stupid book's here or not? I'm just looking for a nice meal. And now that you finally showed up, I think I can expect a satisfying dinner.
You monster!
Something wrong, Red Devil? Believe me, you don't need to hold back.
What is this feeling? My body acts as though it fears him, but I've never met this man before. How is that possible?
Well, Red Devil, shall we begin?
The Wheel of Fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action. Counter.
Not even shot.
Releasing limiters.
Tager!
Please tell me that wasn't all you've got in you. I want more!
This is impossible. He's not human. Kokonoi, are you ready yet?
Hang in there. Just a little longer.
What, not enough of a handicap? All right, I'll give you 10 seconds. Do whatever you want to me.
Don't insult me, bastard!
Really? Is this all? It can't be, can it?
I can't believe this!
Do you have any idea how long I've been dreaming of this fight? I'm used to disappointment, but this... I've had enough. This is a waste of my time. Now that I know the extent of your strength, I don't see any point in dragging this out. We both had our fun, so how about we just call it quits? I think the Black Knight is still in Ikaraga. Maybe I'll see how he tastes. Goodbye, Red Devil.
Tager, dodge!
What?
His right arm. Did I actually connect?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm all set. Do it!
Understood. Yeah!
Not a moment too soon. Not quite the same as the restraint field, is it?
You again, Kokonoi! What is this?
I'm not sure why, but you've got some sort of limiter. I just took advantage of it.
What? The enchant Dragonoff!
I overloaded it with Tager's idea engine. Took me a little while to get it synchronized, but I think you'll agree the end result is pretty impressive. Oh, give it up. You of all people should know how pointless that's gonna be. You dug your own grave, Azrael.
God damn you, Kokonoi!
If he hasn't already, I don't think your request is gonna tip the scales. Let's just wrap this up.
Very well. I'll let you have this one. In honor of the Red Devil.
What?
I thought I'd seen that style somewhere before. Now I understand. It all makes sense.
Time to go to your kennel, mad dog. Good work, Tager. We finished the transfer.
Where is he?
A world full of ice, where he's not going to see the light of day ever again.
I see. Kokonoi. That scar on his right arm.
What about it?
No, never mind. It's nothing. My attacks all felt as if they did nothing. His right arm must have had an old wound. Does that mean that I simply got lucky and struck an old wound? I find it hard to believe that would be enough to hurt him, but I suppose I'll never know now. Nonetheless, I suppose we owe our thanks to Kokonoi's mystery collaborator. Without them, this would never have worked. Mission complete. TR-0009 Tager, returning to base.
And there you have it. So long as some idiot doesn't let Azrael out, we've got nothing to worry about.
Well, that's definitely a load off my mind. The last thing I want is some nut job tearing up Ikaraga while we're in the middle of rebuilding it. If he does show up again, can we just use the same trick to stop him?
Unfortunately not.
What? Why not?
The idea engine I put in Tager was a prototype, and what I did put too much stress on it. We can't do that again. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't even remotely built to do this kind of thing. If I'd messed it up, Azrael's limiter could have flooded the system and blown Tager into little bits.
Right, so no more using the limiter against him. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. If he does escape, we'll figure something out, but don't expect us to get lucky like that again.
Speaking of, well, nothing, I guess. What happened to the committee member who sicked him on the Azure Grimoire?
Dead.
Assassinated?
Suicide, from what I hear. At least that's the public story. I didn't find any holes in the report, though, so...
Still smells like a cover-up to me. The timing's just a bit too convenient.
Azrael's capture gave us more than enough to get them in hot water. And when you add in a couple counts of murder... suicide might start to look like a pretty good option. At least that's what the investigation concluded. I agree, though. Something feels not quite right. I found a disturbing name in some of the data we seized.
Who?
Somebody who's been dead for a long time.
Well, this is a problem that's been dogging the organization for a long time. It wouldn't surprise me if there weren't quite a few layers to the truth. All we can say for sure right now is that we managed to get Azrael. How about we just pat ourselves on the back and call it a day?
Good point. So, how are things at the library?
Okay, I guess. It's only been 6 months since the war ended. We'll be spending a lot of time rebuilding.
Are you still going forward?
Probably. When the time comes, I might need to call in another favor.
I'm sure we'll need one eventually, too. Why don't we just stop doing this dance? We already know just how aligned our interests are.
Point taken. First, though, how about we just try to live long enough to see the day we're looking forward to? That'll be hard enough, I think. This is a dangerous world.
You're one to talk.
Oh, speaking of danger, did you hear about the new guy? Almost like he popped up to replace Azrael. One of the NOL branch offices got attacked. We're still waiting on the report to figure out what happened.
I'm sure there's no shortage of people who got a beef with the NOL. And not just any Karuga.
True, but the thing with this one is that they say he took out the whole place on his own.
Alone? You're screwing with me.
Apparently he's calling himself Ragnar the Blood Edge. Maybe someday he'll drop onto our radar.
Blood Edge? If that's true, then this just got a lot more interesting.
We're putting together everything we need. It's gonna take time, but it is happening.
I know. Just try not to mess it up.
Yeah, you too.
Kagutsuchi, the 13th hierarchical city. I can feel him. He's here, somewhere. Roy is here. Just wait for me. I promise I'm going to bring you back.
Alright, that ends.
Wiped out? What the hell are you talking about?
I just explained it to you. Your entire squadron has been destroyed.
Stop screwing with me! Ah!
Your wounds still haven't healed. You really need to calm down or you might reopen some of them.
You think I care about that right now? Just tell me what's going on.
No.
I'm afraid I can't answer that question because I do not know the answer. It's above my pay grade. I just do what they tell me to do.
Is that Spider-Man?
That's not an answer, goddammit. I want names. Who survived? I'll just talk to them.
Unfortunately, the unit you were with has been completely
He
destroyed.
sounds like a Soviet. Bruh, he sounds like Yuri.
They told me every person on the team was a veteran. There's no way they were all killed. Where are the bodies?
They were so badly wounded it was impossible to identify them, so they've been disposed of.
You did what with them?
According to the contract, in the event of death, Sector 7 can do with the bodies of its mercenaries whatever it sees fit.
Of course it can.
Good, I'm glad you understand. Here.
What's this?
Your compensation. I assume you know where to redeem it? I would advise you to act fast, though. It expires at the end of the day today.
What? But I thought the mission was a failure.
I'm told it was a success. Your unit may have been destroyed, but its goal was achieved. So here is your entire team's payment.
Goal? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I cannot answer that question. Please note that, as of this moment, our contract is complete. You may use our medical facilities until end of day today, but after midnight, you will be considered an intruder. Please be careful.
Huh. Well, thanks.
Now, would you mind signing right here for me, please?
Look, can you at least tell me what our mission was?
I apologize, but I cannot.
That's it, huh?
This completes my report. Now, if there's nothing else, I'll excuse myself.
Compensation? This is bullshit. Damn it. Why the hell did I get injured now? Guys, they can't all be dead. They can't. That guy could have been lying to me. In fact, now that I think about it, there's a lot more going on here than he told me. If he didn't know the details of the operation, then the real objective must have been highly privileged information. But if that was the case, why use mercenaries? It's also strange that there aren't any bodies. He said our unit was wiped out, but if he's right, how could we have completed our objective? All right, enough twiddling your thumbs, Bullet. There's no way the captain would have gone down so easily. I have to get to the bottom of this.